All right. Good morning, everyone, with Coach RJ Boudro here after Lowell Wrestling won their 11th straight state championship. RJ, tell me, how are you feeling on this Monday? Obviously, a great Saturday, and I know the youth team did pretty well yesterday as well.
Yeah, it's there's a feeling of we're tired a little bit, but I don't know, I actually also feeling rejuvenated a little bit, kind of excited to go into the individual tournament. So yeah, a lot going on in the weekend. We were super excited. We had high expectations and seemed to wrestle really well over the weekend. And then, the next day we had a bunch of teams in our youth competing, and so our coaching staff was working really hard, and I know they're going to be tired today at practice, but I think it's all worth it. So I think we feel really good. And I mean, 11 straight state championships is it's super awesome, and getting a lot of congratulations and stuff today at school. So it's a good day at school. It's a good Monday to come to school.
Who were some wrestlers that had some standout performances this weekend? I thought Cody Foss was definitely one. He scored a really good win in the semifinal. What do you think?
Yeah, no, Cody wrestled great. Actually, his finals was big too. For a guy that didn't meet his individual goals, and to still put it out there for the team and have an opportunity. I think he got to wrestle, and he got to start us off too in the finals, which was big. And he wrestled well, and I think he'll have confidence going in the next season. Owen Sigorski, I thought looked really good. He had some, a couple ranked guys that he wrestled. Carter Chahaki, I think, made it look easy to pin his guy in the finals. I mean, it's kind of hard to just limit it to a few guys, but those are guys that just come to my mind off the top of my head that looked really good for the team and wrestled really well. I feel like Jackson Bloom, he in the first round wrestled the number one guy in the state. Tech followed him, and then he got voided in the semifinals, even though they had a wrestler. And I think that's more of we just don't have anybody that can hang with you, which is frustrating. But I think Jackson just loves to wrestle, so I always feel bad when he gets voided because of kind of who he is and stuff. So that's tough. But I don't know, it's kind of part of it. And I think our as a whole, I think all the guys I thought were supposed to do what they did what they were supposed to do. So I don't think there was any like crazy upset. And maybe Cody Foss was the one that maybe had an upset. He beat a ranked opponent, so but we wrestled really great, and we had a lot of fun doing it. So it's a good team effort.
In the team finals, I actually thought Freeland wrestled quite well. They scored the most points against us in a final, I think, going back to 2020, but it was still a comfortable victory in the end. You guys were up 10 with 3 matches left. Was there any nerves on your guys' end?
No, not really. I think those three we planned on winning, and so planned on it, and things don't always go as planned. So yeah, I guess that's going into the final three with only up by 10. I think maybe our crowd was kind of like into it, which is good, because maybe they don't know what we're expecting and whatnot. But we finished with those guys, and you got the number one, the number two, and the number one ranked guy to finish. That's tough on Freeland.
Well, and the number two guy is only number two because he's behind his teammate, which
Yeah,
is crazy to think about.
yeah.
Um, it was a highly emotional week, like even more so than normal, because obviously you've got kids out there who they're wrestling their last match for LHS, and then you add on everything else that happened last week. How did the team respond to all of that?
We I think they did what they're supposed to do. And what I mean that is like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were really tough days, emotionally, just because of Chase and Sawyer losing their dad. And they're just friends with everybody on the team. So we were hurting really bad. And then Thursday, our whole team showed up to the funeral, and it was a tough day. And then we leave the next day to go wrestle in the state championships. But I think our guys answered. They handled their emotions the right way. They did what they were supposed to do. They understand the perspective of things, as far as there's more to life than just wrestling. And I think one of the things that makes this program special is we have a connection with our purpose, each individual person on this team, and understanding what they're supposed to do with the team, and then how this program is going to help them in life. So we certainly love to celebrate and enjoy each other, and to make memories and do fun things as a program. But I think it was never more apparent that you were a part of the wrestling program for more than that. Because when times get tough, like they're going to, I mean, it's inevitable. Every person is going to go through tough times. We are going to face some struggle. And that's when you really are thankful that you're a part of a program like this, because you have a bunch of guys and a bunch of families and a bunch of parents that know how to rally around somebody, to support each other and to do the right thing, and so I think, we talk about our core values a lot, where our core values are family, integrity, service, and humility. And those things became really important, and we understood why we have those core values and what they do for us in times that were tough. So I was really proud of our guys and the way they handled their emotions, all throughout this weekend. Especially, we wrestled a team in the semifinals that I think their plan was to try to get us to be emotional. They were trying to pick a fight, and I don't think our guys fell for it. They saw the guys, the way they were talking to them and the way they were looking at them, and I'm talking about Mason High School, and I think they handled it really well. And they know that can't let those things bother us. We just got to focus on the things we can control.
And after the finals, I thought there was a great sense of community and camaraderie at the wrestling after event. Like, it was great to see that, and all the kids were just having fun. All the parents were talking to each other. It was really good to see. We're gonna pivot over to the individual finals seating. The two things I was most interested in, those two weight classes with two wrestlers. You guys got them on opposite sides of the bracket, which is a good thing. Any surprises that came out of that?
No, I mean, I think I was just pleasantly surprised. I really wasn't really surprised. But we have 5 number 1 seeds, and a number 2 seed. So that's really good. I mean, that means that if we need, in order to wrestle to seed, which is what we usually try to do or better, we have to have 5 state champions, and that's never been done before in Lowell history. So those are some expectations. I don't want our kids worrying about that. I just want them worrying about match number 1, and that's all we're going to focus on. So practice today is going to be really light because we've just had a lot of emotions, and we need to just recover and rest and take care of our weight. Weight management is a big part of the sport, and we do it well because we weigh in on site every single week of the year. We weigh in on site, and I don't think there's any other program that does that. And I just think it's important because when we wrestle at the state tournament, it's an on-site weigh-in, and our kids are used to it. So that's what this week's gonna be about. But we're gonna have some first round matches that'll be tough. But it's just about taking one match at a time, not looking at the whole bracket. I don't even want our guys knowing who they have to wrestle if they can help it. And they just show up to the mat ready to wrestle, and their coaches, us, will have them ready to go and prepared for the right sort of things. And we just want them focusing on wrestling hard.
Yep, I think it'll be a fun weekend. I believe your lowest ranked wrestler is Braddock, who was ranked 8th, and he took the number 2 guy in the state down to the wire this weekend. So any of your guys can make a long run.
Yeah, and he'll have that guy. I think second match if we can win our first match, which we got a tall task with Braddock in the first match, but just take one at a time. And I think if he can win match 1 and 2, he's in the semifinals and he's in a really good spot. So we'll see.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, Coach. Congratulations on 11. We'll have to talk to Mr. Ebram and get your shield back there updated with 2024.
Yes, that's a good call. I'll try to email him right after this.
All right. Thanks, RJ.
All right. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.